Hi, everybody. Hey, it's Craig Freshley. I am here today with Chloe Beatty. Chloe is a local high school student. She's a senior, and part of being a senior at her high school is doing some sort of community project. It's called a capstone. She reached out to me because she was interested in meeting facilitation. We talked about what she was interested in. She actually came with me to 3 different meetings that I facilitated and watched. We talked about them before and after each meeting, and then she planned and facilitated her own meeting to which she invited people. So I'm really thrilled that you could talk about this a little bit after your experience. Tell us, first of all, why did you choose meeting facilitation? Why are you interested in that?
Well, first, I was inspired by the thing that you do on the side with Makeshift Coffee House, where people come together from all different viewpoints and discuss a topic that they don't always agree on. And I was really inspired by that because I feel like I have a really difficult time listening to people and getting past my own thoughts and really respecting others. So I thought that why not try this out and see how you do it and learn the skills myself, but also why not teach them as well. So I thought that facilitating a meeting myself would help me share what I've learned and help others I know learn the same skills.
Awesome. It's so cool that you came with those interests. So Chloe designed a meeting and we chose a topic. Do you remember what the exact question was?
Yes.
Yeah, you want to tell us? What was the question?
So the question was, what do you think are the effects smartphones have on society?
It was pretty cool. We had people in the room from age 11 to over 70.
Yes. Yeah.
And Chloe did a really nice job of facilitating this conversation so we could understand each other. How did it go from your point of view, the meeting facilitation?
I thought it went well. When you did the debrief at the end and everyone got to give me some feedback, I thought that I did better after that when I got to hear what people had to say. I was really nervous to start, but once it got going, it felt good and people responded and had things to say, so I felt like it went pretty well for my first one.
Yeah. I asked the people at the end, what do you think she did well? And the comments came one after another. You did a lot really well. Here's a question that you didn't know was coming, but I just thought of, and I think it will be of interest. Do you think that meeting facilitation is something that you're born with or that can be learned? Do you think it's something that, some people just have a gift and you kind of either have it or you don't? Or do you think it can be learned by anybody?
I think that some people have a natural ability with it. I think that there's a lot to learn, but I think that some people might be more comfortable than others to speak with a bunch of people. A lot of times that's something that people get really nervous about, but I do think that with hard work and with learning, I do think that people can learn it.
It helps if you're not afraid to speak in front of people.
Right, yeah, that's just an added bonus.
Yeah, right. If there's somebody out there, maybe even somebody your age or in college or starting out in a career and they want to learn meeting facilitation skills, would you have any advice?
I would say, I went to a couple of your meetings and got to see how you did things, and I wrote down some notes, and I would say find someone that you really respect and how they do what they do, I guess, and talk with them. And we've had a lot of really good conversations that really helped me you asked me a lot of questions without telling me what you thought. I got to kind of think myself what I thought. So I would say if you were interested, to find someone and really brainstorm your own thinking as well. And take what you like, but then use it as well, and use what you like and mush it together if you want.
Okay. And by the way, Chloe, when you came to meetings, you took notes. I mean, you were pretty thoughtful about what you observed, and then we talked later. So I'm going to add on to that a little bit. You might have touched on it when you said, make it your own. Take what's useful from what you learn from somebody else and make it your own. But then you got to do something with it. You had your own meeting, and you made it your own. And I think it really helps to practice. When I was starting out learning meeting facilitation, I sought out groups that I could be a volunteer facilitator. And I took some risks. It takes courage. I was over my head more than once. But that's how you learn. When you jump in and you just try to run a type of a meeting that you've never run before, on an issue that maybe you don't know much about, with people who you don't know. Just try it. That is the very best way. The very best way to learn. That's how I learned a lot on the street, on the job, in the meeting room. Yeah. Chloe, any last things you want to say before we wrap up our little video?
I would say that I came into it with two goals. One, learning the skills myself, and then the other, teaching the skills as well. I think a big thing that I learned was how to listen and how to respect others' opinions and really try to understand them. And I think that I'm definitely going to carry that on into my everyday life. Sometimes I might slip up a little bit, but I just think it's really important, and I hope that people I facilitated for are also able to take that too. I just think that's a really important thing.
Awesome.
That I learned here.
I wish the same thing with all the meetings that I facilitate, is that the people that I work with become better listeners. And me too.
Great.
Yeah. Thanks a lot. That was great.
Thanks.